Alright, so let's get started. So you're going to click on new project. Alright, and the first thing you're going to do is click text over here on the side. Then we're going to search for some fonts. I'm going to go in system because I believe the font that I'm looking for is something that I downloaded already. There are plenty of fonts for you to choose from.
All right, so I figured it out. It was KG font. Um, it was something I downloaded off of the font. So, anyways, now I am just typing in my quotes or my Bible verse and then just kind of putting it how I want on the screen. All right, now that I've lined it up the way that I want it lined up on the shirt, now it's time to resize it. So you would select the entire thing if you want to resize it all at one time and click the what is it called? Sorry, the lock. It's a lock button. It's the blue one right there that I just clicked on. All right. And then you can resize it up at the top to whatever size you want. I knew that I wanted mine to be um about I think I did like a 6 by 6 if I'm not mistaken. And then I want to add an image of a light bulb. So you go over to images where you saw me, click over to the left side, and then you can type in the space at the top, whatever you're looking for. But as you can see, they have all types of stuff in images. So I'm going to type in light bulb and then look from there. Usually, if I don't see something that I like in theirs, then I'll go off the internet and look for something. And just for the sake of showing you how to get something off the internet, I will get a light bulb from there. Um, and I actually made this image a 10 by 10, not a 6 by 6. Um, so yeah. And I don't know what I was doing right here. I guess not knowing which light bulb I want. So, anyways, go to the internet and then you go to Google and type in light bulbs and go to images. And then I like to do clip art. And then you can also go to settings or I mean tools, and you can use the transparent where the background will be transparent and it won't be an image on a white background. Then you have to figure out how to get rid of the white background, which isn't hard to do, but it is easier if you don't have one. So I slid my image to the side and that saved it on my desktop. Um, and I decided to keep surfing a little more without the transparent background to see if I see a different light bulb, because you can't always get rid of the background. Sorry, that's my son. Harley, be quiet. All right, so now you go to upload, you click upload image, and you can slide your image up or you can click browse. And I'm sorry, I did it over again because I thought I went too fast. Um, so you slide it right on from your desktop, and you can, for this one, click simple because they're simple colors. It's not a complex picture at all. Um, and then you click confirm. And then from here, you can erase out all of the color. Um, because I just want my light bulb just yellow. Although I ended up going gold. But either way, I just wanted it all one solid color. Um, so if you accidentally delete it, you can undo it. But for anything to be SVG, it kind of has to just be a regular image, and you have to layer everything on for different colors. So now you can choose the eraser, and you can erase out anything that you can't just click on and make disappear. So this helps out a lot. If you just need to erase little things, then you click continue, and you want to save it as a cut image. You can also see that it left some stuff behind, so you just go back and you just kind of erase out where or around about where you saw it. You can click preview and it'll also show it to you, but it clicks back out once you go on the image, so you just click back on preview again to see whether you got everything, and then you click continue. And then you have to save it as a cut image and then save. And you can name it, of course. So now you will click on it and then you'll insert image. And then it shows up. And then you just manipulate it however you need it. Alright, so once you get it how you like, time to change the color. So you click on the little blob over there on the side or the little circle, and then you change the color to whatever you want it to be. So I decided my light bulb would be yellow, although I end up just using gold as my light bulb color when I cut it. So no matter what color you do it on the computer, you can put whatever color you want, but when you go to print it, you can, not print it, when you go to cut it, you can cut it in whatever color. I just like to match mine because I tend to forget, and if it's in black and I want to cut it in white, but I saw it was on black, I would forget that I wanted to cut it on white vinyl instead of black vinyl. So I definitely like to change my colors to match whatever color vinyl I'm going to cut it on, because I did that one time and it was terrible. I cut everything out in black and I wanted it in white, and I had already bought black shirts, so I had to go back out and buy white shirts because I was not about to waste all of that vinyl, and I cut it all out, and it was for like 5 shirts. So make sure, if you know you're not going to remember, to change your color to the correct color, because the matte, when you click make it, will show up in the color that you have it in, basically to remind you like, hey, cut this in pink, cut this in black. And all I saw was black, so I cut it in black and not white. Sad times. All right, once you have everything the color you need, now I need to separate this Matthew 5:14. I'm going to go up to arrange, no, advanced, and click ungroup to letters. That's going to ungroup all of those letters and make them individuals. And then I'm going to highlight the 5:14, and I'm going to scoot it over using my arrow to put some space in between it. And then you highlight it back and you click group or attach to attach the letters back. Do attach, not group. And then I want to attach all of my white so that it'll print out on exactly how I have it on the screen. So I highlight all of the white and then I click attach. Or you can hold shift and you can click all of them so that they all highlight, and then you click attach. So everything white, as you can see, will print out exactly how you see it. If you don't do that and they're all like detached, then you will see that it will print out the letters individually. Then you have to put it, or I mean cut out individually, and then you will have to paste it up there how you want with every individual word. Um, so that's a pain unless you have to do that. You only have to do that if your words are going to be different colors. But if they're all going to be the same color, then you can attach all of the same color so that they can print out already arranged. All right, and then you're going to do the same thing for the light bulb and attach all of the colors. And you can't highlight them all and attach, or else it'll turn everything like one color. So anyways, you just make sure you only highlight the yellow and then click attach, and then that attaches your light bulb and your little lights going out. So then as you can see, it will cut out arranged already for both your letters and your light bulb. All right. And you want to just do a final check, make sure you have everything sized the way you want to size it. And if you feel like you are good, then you click make it. All right, this is HTV, so you want to click mirror. You have to mirror your image when you are doing shirts for iron on. So make sure you click that mirror button. All right, so I plugged mine up via USB, but it can be USB or through the Wi-Fi. Make sure your material is set to iron on. Right here I have it on vinyl because that's the last thing I cut. So you go over to your machine and you would switch it to iron on. So make sure you set your material to the right thing. You'll know if it's set because once you change it, this material set to will change to whatever you changed it to. So as you can see, I got up, changed it, and now it's on iron on. All right, it will warn you to make sure that you have your mirror turned on, and you definitely don't want to forget that. And then make sure that you have your shiny side down, meaning the plastic looking side, the shining side is facing down on your mats. It tells you what tools you need. For this, we don't need clamp A, which would usually be a marker. All you need is the blade. And then from here, you just go over to your Cricut to get everything started there, and we will head that way. All right, so you want to make sure it's on. You want to make sure it's on, just on iron on. If you're not using glitter, which I decided that my yellow light bulb is going to just be gold glitter. So I'm going to cut my words first. So I'm just going to put it on, just iron on. Get your mats. Vinyl. Alright. So make sure your vinyl is shiny side down. I'm being lazy and not cutting my vinyl yet because I don't need this whole roll, but so make sure you place it up with the shiny side down, meaning that plastic side down. All right, and rub it up there real nice. All right, so you want to slide it in and then press the arrow button. All right, and then once you press the arrow button, once your C will start blinking. When it starts blinking, you press it and it'll start cutting. All right, so now I'm about to do my glitter one. So for my glitter one, I am going to put it on iron plus. So sorry, I'm gonna have to take you through my room. When I put it on iron plus, you see the plus right there. So it'll cut it a little deeper. All right, so this is about to be my light bulb. All right, so now we need to weed our all right. So now for the weeding, you get your weeding tool. You find you a nice corner to pull up, and you pull. The vinyl. Sometimes it's easier if you pull a certain size, certain angle because of the in between the letters, and sometimes it'll pull up easier. Depending on the type of font, be careful how you weed and pull up this big piece because it will pull off your letters, especially those cursive fonts. You want to be careful and kind of pull it really slow and gently so that you don't lose your letters.
This font was pretty okay, so I was fine with just pulling it and not worrying about losing it. Alright. Usually I would weed out the little pieces first, then the big piece. But for whatever reason, I just did the big piece. Only because then it annoyingly sticks to your fingers as you're trying to pull the little pieces out. Alright, so there's that one. And then put that to the side and get my light bulb. But I need to cut this. It's really hard to see. I think I can cut it about right here. Usually I would cut it the right size so I don't have to guess where to cut. You want to do the same thing. Find your corner and pull. And be careful, especially with the glitter, because you will lose pieces sometimes or they'll get stuck. Uh-oh, did I? Yeah, I did. I think I just ripped something. I did. Nicely. So if you do rip something, like I ripped the bottom of my, where's my camera? I ripped the bottom of my little swirl. So I'm just gonna place it back right there. Because when I go to put it down on the heat, it'll just all weld back together. There we go. I have some tweezers here somewhere. These come in handy too, especially for this little stuff and you can't pick it up with your hands. Stop. Harley. Quit, son. Yeah, you hear the airplane? All right. Here's my light bulb. Now, move this to the side. Here's my shirt. All right. And I'm going to use my heat press that I just got, and I love it so much. All right. Now, if you don't have a heat press, that's perfectly fine. If you have a Cricut press, which I have down on the floor, or an iron, which I have that also, because I had both of those before I started before I got this. They both work fine. Just make sure you put enough pressure on your shirt so your letters won't lift. And so I'm just gonna heat up my shirt for a few seconds. All right, so it's nice and hot. You want to do the same thing with your Cricut press or your iron. And then let's place our letters, or let's place our vinyl. So most of the time I just eyeball it. As long as I know I cut my vinyl straight, sometimes I'll just try to line it up with like the bottom of the table. All right, so I think I can fit my light bulb in here. So I can do one press instead of two. Now you can't always do this, because if like the plastic around happens to be under like your other letters, then you can't. I actually forgot how I had my light bulb. Okay, let me go check my picture. No, no, and no. All right, so it was pretty much like that. All right, so I like to smush it down really good and hold it up to make sure it is not crooked. All right, and then now I'm going to place it. Stop. Back under. Hardly move. All right, and then use your parchment or Teflon sheet, and I have it on 30 seconds. For this, when you look on your instructions, I am using, I don't know how to say it, Caesar, Siser, I'm using that vinyl, and theirs is 305 for the temperature for 15 seconds. So I'm going to change this to, I'm going to change my time to 15 seconds. Oh wait, what am I doing? So same for your, all right, so for your Cricut press, you do the same thing. You would set your time, and you would set your temperature. So my temperature is 305. My time is 15 seconds. All right. All right. So now let's press. And I really like to do mine for 30 seconds. I never feel like 15 seconds is enough. So I get it and I check it. I'll lift the corner up and see that did pretty good. And so I might press it one more time just because of my glitter. But sometimes you don't want to overpress it, because then you can also lose the sticky from the back of your vinyl. But most of the times, if you do it twice, then you're safe. All right. So remove it. And if I'm not mistaken, this one I can remove it while it is hot. But sometimes you can just let it warm up a little bit. warm up, cool off a little bit till it's warm. So it's cool. And I'm going to peel it off. And ta-da! There is my shirt. Alright, so I ended up eventually buying a heat press because I don't feel like I was putting enough pressure on my shirts when I was making them. And so my letters were not staying on great. So I decided I would just buy a heat press and save myself the time and the money of letters falling out. Especially making shirts for other people. So, but there it is. Hope you enjoyed.